Hey guys, Popo here, and I'll bring you guys my first ever video on this channel, so I hope you guys do enjoy it. Me and my cousin Nick, or also known as Rip Doxy from the Twitch channel.
Hey boys.
We're going to be going over the Crown Tundra Pokemon that are coming back, as well as maybe some of the legendaries and stuff like that. See how it's going to mix up the VGC scene, because that's what we play, and just go over a bunch of stuff and yeah, just talk about it all. So.
So this came out the other day, didn't it?
What's that?
The Picolytics preview.
Yeah, I think because you told me about it, and then I hopped on it, and the numbers have been changing because Incineroar was at like 38%, and now he's at 29, so he is decreasing a little bit.
The meta's already coming to a thing.
Yeah, unless because nobody knows yet if Series 7 is going to have legendaries available. And if they do have legendaries available, I don't think Metagross will be up there. Landorus will probably still be up there.
Coco, definitely.
Yeah, but I think what I've been thinking about is if Series 7 allows legendaries, that Zacian plus Kyogre is going to be very, very good. Just covers for all the weaknesses, as well as just kills Xerneas. Xerneas can't really do anything against Zacian. But I don't know. The biggest thing would be Groudon against that, right? So.
Yeah, and it's not confirmed that the stones will even be coming back, right? They haven't said anything about that, or Mega.
No, they haven't said anything about that, but I think even without the Omega Stones, both of those guys are extremely good.
Yeah, they're just too good.
And this page resets a lot. It just keeps like refreshing with new ads. Guys, we can get this 77 OLED for $3,700 at Best Buy.
Quitting VGC, going to do that.
So yeah, we want to go through some of this list, discuss some of the Pokemon, how it's going to affect the game in general. Incineroar is one of the banned Pokemon, so we're just going to start from the top and work our way down a little bit, and then talk about a few other Pokemon. But Incineroar coming back before he left. Actually, we can bring that up, can't we? We just want Series 6. Does it have it on here? Thought it did. Series 6. I guess we can do it this, or Series 5. I mean. You can do showdown doubles. I don't think that's the same though. Let me see. Oh, yeah, it's probably the same. So this was the top list. We have Togekiss as number 1, Dragapult, Incineroar, Rillaboom. Of course, all these Pokemon are going to be coming back.
Can't wait.
But Incineroar right now showing about the same as that he showed in 6, which is 29.8%. Actually, it might. Oh, he's a little bit lower.
Refresh the page.
Yeah, refresh it. So yeah, I think Incineroar is great. I mean, Fake Out is not as strong as it used to be because of Dynamax. Because you can't Fake Out Dynamax Pokemon, of course. And he doesn't really hit that hard in most cases. Some people do build them to hit hard. But yeah, what do you think of Incineroar coming back?
I mean, like you said, with the Fake Out, it's not going to be as relevant, but at the same time, I feel like we're going back in time. You know what I mean? With all these Pokemon coming back, it's weird.
Yeah.
I feel like the top Pokemon are going to be almost the same. You know what I mean? It's going to be a little different, obviously.
Yeah, I think the only thing pushing them out is going to be the legendaries coming back.
I can't wait. It's going to be weird. It's going to be very strong meta. A lot of strong Pokemon, especially if the legendaries are let back in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think Parting Shot will probably go up in usage. Right now it's 3, but Parting Shot's really good, especially against the legendaries. Of course, that it works like a U-turn, except it doesn't do damage, and it just lowers the attack and special attack of a target Pokemon. So I think that'll go up in usage, especially against things like Xerneas, where you can just know a little bit of its strength.
Yeah.
And then maybe switch in for a Zacian, Choice Scarf. Actually, you can't even Choice Scarf it because it has to hold the sword, doesn't it? So.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, it has to hold the sword. So you can't Scarf it or anything, but if you got a nice Tailwind up, you can do some damage probably.
There's plenty of Tailwind users. That's for sure.
Yeah. There's some good ones too. So his most used teammates right now are Metagross, Tapu Lele, Coco, Dragapult, and Cartana.
Those are some strong Pokemon.
Yeah, those are some strong Pokemon. Obviously, you wouldn't use Fini and Coco together. So probably a Moongus would be the next one. But Moongus plus Cartana, not great either.
And Amoonguss is going to go down in popularity, I think.
Yeah, I think he'll definitely go down in popularity just because Togekiss is so strong. Togekiss kind of not only walls him, but also just redirects his sleep powders. So I think he'll go back down because of that. Flare Blitz always going to be good. Snarl always going to be good. Darkest Lariat is okay. If you're going to G-Max version of Incineroar, you do want the U-turn. Okay, I saw this, and I don't know
especially if you're not using Protect.
Yeah. And that's because Assault Vest gets used a lot on him now, and Safety Goggles. But I think this is a glitch because a lot of the Pokemon just says Figgy Berry. So I don't know if people are actually using Figgy Berries on all these Pokemon, or if it is a glitch.
New meta, new items.
Well, no, the Figgy Berry is good. Of course, it heals 50%. But it's just some of the Pokemon that you wouldn't think would have it had it when I was looking through the list. I don't know. Of course, Intimidate. Some people are using Blaze on it. I don't know what people are doing.
Really?
Yeah, it says Blaze. I don't know.
That's interesting.
I guess you could use it to bait out things like Bisharp and be able to not give it the Defiant boost, but I don't know. Its main stats are, of course, all defensive. You do have the Adamant one down there as well. I prefer to go Adamant when I make mine and give it defensive EVs, but that's just me. Just because I like it to be able to do some damage. So I would probably go with the third one on there. Adamant, 244, 36, 92, 132, and 4. I'd probably do something like that. I'd probably put the 4 into special defense, though. But I don't know.
Fair enough.
So yeah, that's Incineroar. He's good. He's going to be good. I think his usage will be about 22%, depending on if legendaries are allowed or not.
He'll be up there.
Yeah. All right, next we have Metagross. So I was surprised to see this one so high.
Yeah, right? That's crazy. 28.
Because in the last few years, he has not been seen too much. I know back in 2017 he was used a lot, but since then, kind of nothing from him.
And if there's not Mega Stones?
Yeah, and there's no Mega Stones, so he's not Mega Evolving. But that does allow you to put the Assault Vest, which is his number one used, with Choice Band and Weakness Policy. I think Weakness Policy is what I would use. Because you could do builds where you're going min speed Metagross with Dusclops, and Dusclops of course can use what's that move called? It's a ground move that lowers the speed of all Pokemon on the field. So you can hit your Mega Metagross with that, lowering his speed and also activating his Weakness Policy.
That's pretty strong, yeah, I like that.
But you wouldn't be able to go the Clear Body route, you'd have to go the Light Metal route. But I mean, I think it might be worth it. And of course, number one move that he has, Protect. Which doesn't make sense because the number one item's Assault Vest, so I don't know. Iron Head, Meteor Mash. I probably wouldn't go Iron Head. I would just do Meteor Mash, Ice Punch.
Yeah, you don't need both, I don't think.
No, I would probably go Earthquake over the Stomping Tantrum. Depending on the team, of course. If you're using Tornadus or Landorus or something, definitely go with the Earthquake. And I would probably go the Bullet Punch.
I was going to say, Bullet Punch is pretty low, right?
Yeah, I'm surprised on how low it is, because it does just take names. Sorry that this page keeps refreshing. I don't know why it does that, but the ads are annoying, so sorry, everybody.
Ally Switch, that's interesting.
Yeah, Ally Switch is really strong. I mean, if you look at his stats, he has pretty decent defensive stats. I mean, his defense is 130, his special defense is 90, so using him as a defensive
mon's
not bad.
As needed. Yeah.
No. Steel Roller, for those who don't know what that does, you can only use it if there's a terrain like electric terrain or something like that. It destroys the terrain and it's base 130.
That's powerful.
Yeah, so it does do a lot of damage, and you can use it to counter things like Lele. So Steel Roller could be a tech move that we see later down the line, depending on what the meta is. So yeah, his are all Adamant, all his builds.
Yeah.
I would definitely go Adamant. I would go probably with the first or second one, probably the first one because of the more speed. But if you're going with the build I talked about earlier, you definitely want the third one, where it's 252 HP, 252 attack, because you want that 0 speed, of course, 0 speed IV as well. And then you can, use Trick Room with him. I mean, 70 speed's not the best, but...
Hey, you have that Bullet Punch, you know what I mean?
Yeah, not only that, but if you're Dynamaxing with the weakness policy, you're just going to kill a lot of things anyways. And the meta's going to get faster right now because of all these legendaries are pretty much all fast. So I see Metagross dropping a lot. I think he's going to be around 10% maybe because people do like using him.
He's a very solid pick, honestly.
Yeah, Dynamax does help him, but I don't know. I think Landorus just kind of kills him. Groudon kills him. Zacian kills him, so it's just going to be hard for him to find a place, I think.
Talking about Landorus, next up.
Next is Landorus. Landorus is going to be one of the top Pokemon again. I mean, it's hard. Yeah. It's hard. I mean, he kills Zacian, so he's going to be a good counter to Zacian. He comes in, lowers the attack, he does a bunch of stuff. Choice Scarf obviously is going to be his number one, just because of the fact that it's going to allow him to outspeed Zacian. Get those earthquakes off. He probably gets something else too. I think it was Bulldoze that lowers the speed. That's the one I was thinking of. You can go special attacking with Earth Power again. I don't know. He's going to be insane as always. I think you just go Adamant 252 for 252.
No matter what meta it is.
Yeah, he's always been good.
His attack's nuts.
Yeah, I mean 145. He gets Earthquake, he gets Rock Slide. Oh, Fly is going to be a really good move on him because if you Gigantamax him or Dynamax him, you're going to be able to get speed boosts off of Fly using Max Airstream. U-Turn, of course, because your choice, you usually want something like that just to give you that maneuverability. Yeah. Landorus will be in the top at least 5.
Yeah, he's going to be in a lot of teams.
Yeah. I'll be using Landorus.
Most likely, right?
Yeah. When I want to win, I'll be using Landorus. When I want to have fun, I'll use something else.
Anything else.
Next, we have Coco. So Coco is very good. If you've watched the previous generations of the Sun and Moon games, VGC, you'll know that he's actually insane. So, I mean, his attack is so high, but nobody uses him for attack. They use him for special attack, and then also his 130 speed is nuts.
Yeah.
And when he comes out, he puts down the electric terrain, which means that Pokemon can't go to sleep. And then now the move Rising Voltage, when it's electric terrain, the move's damage is doubled, so it's like a 140 or something like that, plus electric terrain plus stab, so it's like a 220 or something like that.
Insane.
Yeah, so 252 special, 252 speed, that's what you're going to see 99.9% of the time. It just depends where they're putting the other 4, pretty much. Of course, he's fantastic next to Landorus. He's really good against next to really anything. There's no bad mons next to him. Yeah, Life Orb, you're usually going to see that. Choice Specs could make a comeback, making that 220 into a almost 300 power move. Yeah.
He's going to be one of the main staples you're always going to see. At least any kind of Tapu, but mostly Coco for sure.
The only downside to him is he does get countered a little bit by Zacian and Zamazenta, because Zamazenta is very bulky. So if they're allowed, he might see a little drop in usage only because of that. But he also does counter the Kyogre, so it's one of those things.
I really hope they do come in just for him, you know what I mean? Just to have a counter to that.
Yeah, because right now the counter is Landorus, right? So,
yeah.
I mean, what else is there? It's not really... I'm trying to think of any other Pokemon that would even get close to countering them. Yeah, there's none. But yeah, Coco will probably be in the top 5 usage. If Legendary is allowed, he'll still be in the top 10. But yeah, he's insane. Next we have Feeny, who is also really good. 3 of the Tapus are really good, and then you got Bulu. I'm surprised to see Finny up this high and Lele about 3 Pokemon lower, about 3% difference. I don't know. I think Lele's better overall, but also Feeny has won Worlds, so who knows?
I'm just so excited to have these back.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Tapus, honestly, because I don't know. They're just
too strong.
Yeah, they just kind of feel bad.
Yeah.
But Misty Surge,
you have to run them.
Exactly. Misty Surge pretty much denies any status effects to be put on any Pokemon. who's on the ground. So that's good. It doesn't power up any moves, which is fine. Modest. This set, I think, is pretty standard. I think that's one of the common sets that was used before. You can go something a little bit more attacking. There's like a 244, 252, take people off guard kind of thing. I mean, it's so bulky, and its speed's 85, and its special attack is 95. Like, why?
It's just so defensively strong with the moveset it has.
It's
crazy.
Yeah, it gets Muddy Water. It gets Calm Mind, Icy Wind, Scald. So it can just do so much.
It has so many options.
Yeah, like Moonblast is good, but I don't even know if I'd run Moonblast.
At that point, yeah. I mean, there's just so many better options that you could run.
Yeah. So, of course, Feeny is great. Feeny's really good with things that don't want to get hit by status effects. Like Dragapult's a good example of that. Anything that would be put to sleep by a Moongus. You just want to run this next to it, so that way you can get that Misty Surge up and just start doing what you need to do without having to worry.
The memories are flooding back from the last one, you know what I mean? I can't wait.
And then, of course, the 50% berries are the main items on it. It pretty much has 150 base percent HP.
It's just so crazy. Like, with that berry, it's just wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, whatever its max HP is, you got to do, 50% more. It's nuts. The next Pokemon is one I actually do like, and I'm surprised it's this high, and that's Tornadus. Prankster Tornadus is really fun to use. It's just, it hasn't been good in a while. It just gets outclassed by a lot of things. Be able to set up a Prankster Tailwind is good, but we had, what's his name? Talonflame. So Talonflame kind of took that spot that Tornadus was in. So I don't know.
That Hurricane stat is so nice.
Yeah, Hurricane's really good. This is going to be good in brain teams. Of course, Kyogre. Having Tornadus next to a Kyogre is going to be really good. Especially with the Icy Wind. You got the Hurricane. You got the Tailwind. You got Prankster Taunt, which is always really good. And he's faster than Whimsicott, I believe. I could be wrong.
Fan myself, but...
where's Whimsicott? Whimsicott. Nope, he's actually slower than Whimsicott. So he will.
Who's also coming back?
Oh wait, no. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, he's 5 points slower than Whimsicott. Yeah, Whimsicott is coming back. He's at 13% usage.
Pretty high.
Yeah, but Whimsicott gets pretty much the same moves and is slightly faster, but does not have the bulk or ability to do damage. And I know he's not bulky. I know Tornadus is not bulky, but compared to Whimsicott, it is bulky. So I think this is just going to take the Whimsicott slot.
It's just a better choice overall.
Yeah, it's just a better choice. Is only flying, so it doesn't have a 4 times weakness like Whimsicott does. And you can run. They run Citrus Berry on here, but you could also run Focus Sash. You could run Choice Scarf and just go special attacker too. That's an option.
He has a lot, very high special attack. So.
Yeah, exactly. And the two things here is Timid and Jolly. So I guess people are running him as physical attacker too for Brutal Swing, which lowers the attack of your opponent's Pokemon. Knockoff he gets Acrobatics, Air Slash. He gets everything. He's good. I think he'll be under the top 10 if they allow legendaries. I think he'll just crack the top 10 if there are no legendaries. I'll probably use Tornadus.
Over Whimsicott, especially.
Yeah. Even though I already have a Whimsicott, now I'll have to get one of those. Okay. Next, we have another returning Pokemon who was banned. And we don't know if the bans are going to stand and they're going to add bans, or these are going to become unbanned and the top 10 are going to be banned. So I want to preface that as well. But we have Dragapult, who is Dragapult. I mean, he's so. Why did they give him so much speed? I don't understand.
142 base speed.
Yeah, 142 base speed. He's the second or third fastest in the game currently, with Ninjask being the first fastest. But yeah, he's nuts. He's nuts. 120 attack. You can go special attack, 100 attack, 142. He has 88 base HP. He just has everything.
Yeah, you definitely don't need a choice scarf on this boy.
No. He runs Life Orb. Weakness policy is usually what you're going to see. It might change, but we'll see about that. Because there's some crappy, like, weak attacked Pokemon that get Shadow Sneak now that can hit that weakness policy. I like to run Assault Vest on mine. Safety Goggles good, so it can't be put to sleep, but if you're running Coco or Feeny, you don't have to worry about that anyway.
Assault Vest is pretty strong, especially with his attack being 120.
Yeah, Assault Vest is really good. And he gets really good moves. He gets insane support moves as well as insane attacking moves. I mean, he gets Sucker Punch. He gets Fly. He gets Ally Switch, Will-O-Wisp, Light Screen. He just, I don't know. I think he'll be in the top 10 usage still. I don't see him dropping out. I think he's the best dragon Pokemon in the game. So, I don't know. What do you think?
I think he's definitely a prime choice. I mean, 142 base speed, and like you said, you can go attack, special attack. It doesn't even matter. His stats are just so strong.
Yeah.
I think Assault Vest is a really good item on him because it gives him that survivability that he needs, and he's going to be such a strong attacker. So
yeah, and Clear Body's always good because his stats can't be lowered. So
yeah.
All right. Next we have Tapu Lele, who I'm surprised is actually not higher, and mostly because of this new move, Expanding Force. Expanding Force hits if the terrain's down, it powers up the move. I don't know the percentage. It powers up the move, gets powered up by the Psychic terrain, and then also hits both of the Pokemon. So it is really, really good.
Yeah.
And I thought I would see Lele higher because of that 130 special attack. Choice Scarf. I mean, it has 95 base speed, so with the Choice Scarf, it's outspeeding Dragapult and just one-shotting it. I'm surprised by this, though. Timid, 188 and 228. I would go with the 252, but maybe that Timid's just enough to outspeed the Dragapult. I'm not sure.
That might be what it be for him. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Because even with, so if it has Expanded Force, which you can use to hit both, then it has Moonblast, and then you would go like Dazzling Gleam. I guess Shadow Ball would be the next one.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you would really need. You're good to
that
go.
Special attack is so strong.
Yeah, and it's a great Gigantamax target. Of course, the Scarf, the choice items don't work when it's Gigantamax, so you free reign the switcher move as well, so you're not stuck in your one move with her. Yeah, I think Lele will be in the top 10, even with the legendaries there. So.
Always a solid choice.
Yeah.
You can make a really good team comp around her.
Yeah, I mean, if the legendaries are allowed, she can be really good with stuff like a Moongus here, and Dracovish is still going to be good, but I don't think we're going to get to him because he's kind of further down. Oh, Suicune, man. I want to use Suicune. Okay.
You will.
Next, we have Cartana. Cartana was very strong back in 2018, 2019.
I almost forgot how the base attack 181. Okay.
Yeah, the base attack, the base defense, and the speed are all insane. See, this is one of the Pokemon. He's using a Figgy Berry, but why?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, let me check. Is Figgy Berry the one that lowers fire attacks? No, it's not. It's not. I think that's Ayapa Berry is the one that lowers fire attacks.
Well, it's number 2. There you go.
No, that one doesn't either. So I don't know. I don't know why they're running that. Assault Vest was the most common item before. I usually go Focus Sash. Then get 2 attacks off.
It can get 1 hit kill.
Yeah.
Special defense 31.
Yeah, exactly. Even with the Assault Vest, I mean, given 50% is not a lot. And with Focus Sash, you can run Protect, and you can survive a critical hit as well. So even if you are, like, if Charizard hits you with the Heat Wave and, it would leave you at 30 HP, But he crits, you're dead anyways. So I think Focus Sash is good. Sacred Sword, obviously. Leaf Blade, Smart Strike. Yeah, I mean these are all obvious. Oh yeah, he gets Grassy Glide now.
What does that do again?
It's 70 base power priority move if grassy terrain is out.
Oof. Okay.
So what you could do is run things that have Energy Ball or something like that as an attack, just to set up that
Wow.
terrain for him to be able to Grassy Glide. Of course, Cartana is going to be a humongous Gigantamax target as well.
Yeah. That survivability is just.
Yeah, with that 181 attack, being able to do, a Leaf Blade that's now 140 or Smart Strike that's 120, it's just going to do a massive amount of damage. Oh yeah, he gets Aerial Ace too, so he can actually give himself speed.
And with his Beast Boost.
Yeah, the Beast Boost is going to give him attack when he kills something.
Yeah.
I think the build you want to go probably is Leaf Blade, Smart Strike, Aerial Ace, Protect. That's what I would go with. Sacred Sword's good, and it's going to be good against Zacian, but I think overall it's not going to be that great.
Look at these teammates. Classic.
Yeah, I know. Sick. Next we have Amoonguss. So Amoonguss is always decent. He's always been decent ever since forever. Koba Berry, that's what I run on my or I don't run Amoonguss. I'm running a replacement Amoonguss that I like better, but yeah, that's what I run on mine. Focus Sash is always good because he does die to a lot of bird attacks. Black Sludge, I don't really like Black Sludge on him, personally. Rage Powder, obviously the number one move. Spore, they're probably the same usage. There's no usage on here, though.
Not yet.
Yeah, Protect, Sludge Bomb, those are obvious. I like Pollen Puff as well, which you can either use to hit an opponent or heal your partner. So just gives Amoonguss a little bit more range.
I found that out in our VGC battle.
Yeah. Yeah, you thought you were going to kill my Corviknight.
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean he's gonna drop, I believe, just because of Feeny and Coco's usage. It's just gonna make Amoonguss not really that relevant. But he is a good counter to Kyogre, so we'll see if the legendaries are allowed and Kyogre's big. You might see a lot more Amoonguss. But I think he's good. Old.
He's always been sticking around. He's just too good not to have sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. And then we'll do the last three, and then we'll talk about some Pokemon we want to see up in the top ranks that aren't even close.
I can't wait.
So next we have Whimsicott. I don't think Whimsicott will be anywhere near the top 10. Maybe top 25, but I don't think it's going to be anywhere close. I think it's just outclassed by Tornadus.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you got Tailwind, Moonblast, Taunt, Protect. I mean, Fake Tears is the only thing that's holding it still a little bit steady, because you can Fake Tears, a Gigantamax Pokemon, lowering its special defense by 2. Of course, Focus Sash is good. Eject Button is decent. The only problem with Eject Button is if you do get faked out, then you only get you don't get your Tailwind up and you're out of there. Some people are running Infiltrator on it. I think they just forgot to change it, maybe. Chlorophyll's not worth it. Prankster is what you want. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing him really, so I'm not too worried about Whimsicott. The next Pokemon, though, I am worried about. We have Cresselia. Classic.
Back, right?
Yeah, coming back with all the legendaries. I didn't realize Cresselia's speed's 85.
Does it?
Yeah, its base speed's 85. Because you use it with Trick Room, like 100% of the time. It's Trick Room, Helping Hand, Icy Wind, Psychic Attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess Ally Switch is good now too.
Oh yeah, I think that's really good.
I've seen some skill swap Cresselia's before. Giving that Levitate. Yeah, Expanding Force, but the only problem is that Cresselia doesn't touch the ground, so it doesn't actually work unless you do skill swap with something. So you get too much. Keep that in mind. Yeah, it's an extra whole turn. Of course, he has all the berries. That's usually what you're going to use, but you could use Electric or Misty Seed as well. I don't know about Misty Seed because then you just have 2 bulky Pokemon. You might not want that.
Some Cresselia Stakataka
Yeah.
as a teammate.
Yeah. I mean, that's not bad. I'm surprised it's not higher up on here. It's 13% of them. Modest, yeah, you're usually just going to run that because you get that extra attack. It doesn't need the bulk, and then you just gain the HP. I mean, its base HP is 120, defense 120, special defense 130. Like, why?
It's crazy. I don't miss it, but I do at the same time.
The thing is if you can get a Leech Seed off on something and then switch this into that slot, it's probably not dying. Cresselia has always been good, will always be good. I'll never forget catching my Cresselia in Omega or Alpha Sapphire with 0 speed on like the first try.
Really?
Yeah, and I was so excited. I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that." Like, I waited so long to get Cresselia because it was never showing up because it had a real low chance for the island to show up. I was checking every day, and I got the 0 speed. I was so excited.
That's pretty close.
Yeah. So we got Cresselia. I think it'll be good with probably stuff like you said, Stack Attack, Celesteela, which I'm surprised is not in this top list.
Celesteela used to be MVP.
Celesteela was so overpowered.
And it has the Leech Seed, dude. So.
I know, it has the Leech Seed. Okay, so and then the last one we'll talk about on this list here is Heatran. So interesting choice for up here.
I'm actually surprised it's so far up with all the choices.
Yeah, same. I think it does pair well with Landorus, like it says over here. And it does counter Zacian and Zamazenta, so that's possible as well. I'm surprised Eruption's not higher on the list, and I'm surprised there's no Choice Scarf in the items list. Yeah, you're always going to run Modest. There's no reason to not run Modest or run Timid, depending on what you're doing. You can also run him in Trick Room. I know he's 77, but I've seen it happen.
He's slow enough.
Yeah, he could be slow enough. Substitute Heatran with Eruption.
I remember that.
Could be really good because you can, substitute and then click Eruption and Powder Puff on him to heal him back up so that Eruption keeps doing max damage. So you can do stuff like that, which might be some crazy techs that people do. Flash Fire, of course, you're going to switch him into every Charizard. Charizard's going to die with this new set, so Gmax Charizard might still have a chance, but yeah, for the most part, Charizard is dead. So yeah, I think that's it for the list here. So let's talk about a few Pokemon that should be considered that might not be, and I'll let Nick go first.
So should be considered, you say?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's based on my bias, all right, but I love Ultra Beast and I love Buzzwole for no reason. I mean, he does have really strong attack and defense, 139, and his HP is 107. So he is strong there. You can definitely use him in a Trick Room team because his speed's 79. He does have a good coverage of variety of moves like Ice Punch, Drain Punch. He has a Bug Attack, Leech Life, which is interesting. So you can get his own with 139 stab. That's not bad at all. And he Tapu Koko 42% used with. I could see that.
Well, they buffed Leech Life as well. It's 70 power now.
Did they? I didn't even realize that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So that's really strong then. Definitely using Buzzwole. Superpower, obviously. You can run Protect over a couple of these things if you want to give him that survivability. He gets high horsepower too. I didn't really remember that. So, and Assault Vest. Yeah, that's what I ran on him back in the day too. So I could see he needs it. He's very fragile. He has a lot of HP, but you still need the Assault Vest.
Yeah, I've never been a huge fan of him. I did use him a little bit, but man, Talonflame was just real strong.
It's just the design, I don't know what it is, but I love it.
I mean, that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It was just back when he came out, everybody was using Talonflame, so it was really hard to use anything that was 4 times weak to Talonflame. With priority Brave Bird, it was just like, yeah, you're dead.
Yep.
But more people use Pheromosa just because Pheromosa has that 151
Her
speed.
speed is nuts, yeah. She's fragile, but if you put like a focus sash or anything on her and get like 2 attacks off or even 1, it's really dangerous.
Well, what I can see here on Pheromosa, which is making me a little excited, Speed Swap and Coaching. So Speed Swap obviously switches the speed of the two Pokemon with 151. I mean, that's the fastest Speed Swap user. But then you also have Coaching, which just gives +1 attack, +1 defense to your partner Pokemon. So you can maybe do some crazy things
There's
with...
some gimmicks there. There's some gimmicks.
Yeah,
which I love, by the way. And it
So-
can pay off if you do it right.
But look at those defenses.
It's I don't even want to look at it. It's so sad.
Oh my god, yeah.
Definitely Glass Cannon. Always has been.
Oh yeah. It's just funny how low the defenses are. I think another Pokemon that is probably underused, that I think should be used more, especially going into this, is going to be Entei.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Entei has always been kind of doo-doo, and nobody's used Entei. But Entei is here now that they changed his ability, which is Inner Focus. Now his attack cannot be lowered, so he can't be faked out, and he cannot have his attack lowered from like Intimidate and stuff. So I think he's going to be really good. I mean,
The speed, HP, and attack. Attack can't be lowered. Yeah.
100 speed, 115 attack, which isn't the highest. 115 HP is insane. His defenses are decent. With a Salt Vest on him. I mean, going Sacred Fire, Stone Edge, Iron Head, Flare Blitz or something like that. You're gonna just be able to run things over, I think.
And he has like 3% on this, but I feel like more people want to use him, not only because of his HP, attack speed, and his moveset, but just because he's coming back and people kind of are nostalgic about it.
Yeah, I always loved Entei. Entei is one of my favorites from back in the day. Watching the movie that had them in it,
Yeah.
like just all that stuff. I was so excited to catch Entei back in Gen 2. So Entei is my boy. I'm definitely going to use him. Do you have another Pokemon?
Actually, I really like Thundurus. I think he's in the top 20, but he's not in the top like 10 or anything. But I've always loved him. He gets Fly, a Flying Stab, which is awesome. The Wild Charge superpower, and he usually Life Orb. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just always liked him. I know he's not the best out of all of them, but Thundurus is always a really solid choice, especially with Electric.
I mean, back in the day, he was actually considered the best one. But because Priority Thunder Wave is just so strong.
Mm-hmm. And that's his number one move, yeah.
And back then, it was 50% chance for them to be paralyzed. So he was just really, really strong. But now you can use Fly to get that speed boost on your team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why does he get superpower? I have no idea. U-turn, obviously you always use U-turn on him as well, but being able to Thunder Wave and Taunt and do all that stuff as well is just good.
His attack and special attack are just so high.
Yeah, I think the problem is right now, from what it seems, Tornadus kind of outclasses him, which is kind of weird. But and that's just because of you probably don't want to Dynamax him, but I mean he's not a bad target either for it. So, it'll be one of those Pokemon that it's like we'll have to see how he evolves.
Yep.
And I think it depends on what legendaries too, because if you get Thunder Wave Zacian, it'll be good. Because he can't get Lumberry or anything like that. So, and then I want to talk about Dragonite. So a lot of people are talking about Dragonite. But I am very excited for Dragonite to finally be good.
Thank goodness.
He also has Inner Focus, so his attack can't be lowered. He has 134 base attack, which is crazy. But you don't realize.
His stats are so evenly balanced. That's why I love him.
Yeah, I mean, special defense 100, defense 95, HP 91. Like, He's really
very
good.
strong. Yeah.
You get off a Dragon Dance and then Dynamax, and then you're sitting there with Dragon Claw, Fly. You can do Max Ground. He gets Extreme Speed. He gets Dual Wing Beat, which is one of the new flying moves with a Dragon Dance. That's going to be really good because that's what it's base 50, hits twice, so it's base 100 pretty much. Plus stab, plus a +1. I mean,
and if you're running weakness policy,
yeah, and that's another thing, weakness policy. You know how easy it is to hit something with a Ice Shard? There's so many Pokemon that have really low attack that can use Ice Shard that can team up so well with Dragonite.
and he's barely going to take any damage, especially if you have the multi-scale anyway. So.
Yeah, if you do go the multi-scale route, I would probably go Inner Focus just because of the fact that his attack can't be lowered. But I mean, you could do whatever you want to do. Here it says Comfy is like his number one partner. I could see that, something like that. Some support Pokemon. I don't know if Suicune gets Ice Shard, but if it does, that might be a good option. Alcremie. Alcremie's all messed up on here. Alcremie's another Pokemon I love. I wish would get used more. Do you have any more?
Let's see. I'm going down the list right now. There is one other one that I saw that I was kind of interested in. Where is it?
Is it Sunkern?
Oh no, it was Stakataka. Like he, so I think he's 8%. I'm just excited for the Trick Room body press gimmicks. Like that's what I'm most excited about. I mean, 211 defense. Are you kidding me? Like that's insane.
Yeah, the body press is going to be nasty.
I feel like it's going to be a little more gimmicky, but I mean, if you're running a Trick Room team, I'm putting them on it.
Yeah,
I am. Yeah, there's no reason not to. 13 base speed, Trick Room. He gets Rock Slide. I mean,
13 base speed is the lowest of any used Pokemon. There are some that aren't used that have lower speed, but that is the lowest of any used Pokemon.
I just love him. I love him.
The Mario.
I already did.
Yeah, I mean, they have Life Orb here. Then they got a couple of the Healing Berries. And then Air Balloon. Air Balloon's something I haven't seen in a long time.
Oh, yeah. It's been a very long time.
Air Balloon used to be extremely good. But yeah, 131 base attack, 211 defense. If you're going to go Body Press, Trick Room, Body Press, Protect, I don't know, Rock Slide probably.
Just throw the Life Orb on him just to do the extra damage with Body Press. Like, that's just insane. Those calculations must be nasty.
Oh, actually, no, you're going to want the Gyro Ball, right? Because then you can Trick Room. If he's still good life-wise, you can Gigantamax him, Gyro Ball, like, do the Max Steel, and then get 2 or 3 boosts to your defense, and then you can Body Press after.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to think of Stakataka doing that to me, okay? That's scary.
Yeah, he's good. He's good for sure. All right, and why is he not on here?
Who's that?
Shuckle. Shuckle's not on the list. Nobody's using Shuckle, but people are using Sunkern. What's going on here?
New meta.
Now the next one I want to talk about is actually, it's not on here because it's not actually out, so they don't have the stats and everything like that. It is Valerian Moltres. So Valerian Moltres, I don't know what moves and stuff it gets, but it is Dark Fire, which is a decent type because it covers itself. Hold on. I'm going to bring it up on here. Galar Moltres. I guess we can go Bulbapedia. Does this have all the information? This seems bad. Where's Cerebi? No, Cerebi doesn't have it up. But Galarian Moltres, yeah. It's dark and it's dark and flying. Sorry, it's dark and flying, which is also still a good type because it covers for its fighting weakness, which is really good. And then it has this ability, Berserk. It has no effect outside of battle. Every time the HP of Pokemon with Berserk drops below half, its special attack is raised by 1 stage. So
I didn't even know that was the ability.
yeah, so Drampa gets this, and what's good about this is if his HP goes below half and then he heals up and then gets hit below half again, it gets increased again. So it's really good, and with the flying type, depending on his moves and his for the spoilers, his shiny looks like Moltres, except he looks like that. So
That's cool.
he looks cooler, but he looks like Moltres. So I like Moltres, so I just want him to work.
Yeah, at least Moltres is getting the respect I feel like he deserves. I feel like he was always underused, never really a top pick, especially out of
Yeah,
the birds.
that's because he just dies to, oh, I'll just throw a rock slide at him. Oh, that's pretty much how his whole career gone. And if he keeps these same stats that he has here now, which is 90 HP, 100 attack, 90 defense, 125 special attack, 85 special defense, 90 speed, he's going to be decent. So I don't know. We'll see. There's no moves here. We don't know what moves he's going to get anyways. Of course, he's a different type. I'm interested in using all three of the birds.
I just love the shinies are so cool. I love how they just came up with the idea to use them as the original trio.
They're their original colors, the shinies, which is really cool. So I'm excited to use any of those, but yeah, so I think that's kind of our list. I'll be making a lot more videos. I'm also going to be streaming over at twitch.tv /Popo's Pokemon. The link will be down below. I stream from Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern to 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be doing Pokemon. I do Mario Maker now, so if you want to come by and hang out, feel free to do that. Follow, whatever you need to do. On this channel, though, it's going to be just Pokemon. I'm not going to put any Mario Maker stuff on here. It'll just be Pokemon, competitive Pokemon content, stuff like this. I don't know what other, some fun stuff. We'll do Wonder Trade battles, stuff like that. Just having a good time, you know. We'll do viewer battles, things like that. So, yeah, you got anything else you want to say?
Also excited for regular Zapdos to come back, but other than that, yeah, that's it.
No, forget regular that. I hate him.
Or his shiny is the Galarian.
Oh yeah, you're right. But yeah, so I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you guys do rate, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you guys later.